to be. You're supposed to be dishonest with the projectiles you have up on screen so that you can just send your opponent to the shadow realm real easy. Up air bat is going to be a kill option that we have to see often.
And we didn't get to see too much of that. You touched on the fact that vertical play was a bit rarer in that last game between the Batman and the Shaggy. We know BrianYi favors those knees, so probably going to be the same story there. Bugs Bunny, it's a completely different narrative here. You're going to look for those ladders. You're going to try to approach a lot vertically with that safe as well. I'm curious to see how BrianYi is going to adapt.
Adaptation is his middle name, clearly. Already getting an early start hot. Making sure that the Bucks doesn't have time to set up shop, which he does regardless. Break the safe as fast as you can. It's normally safe and rocket. That's something you're going to see a lot. Then you try to dig just to try and just annoy your opponent as fast as you can. Run back to safe. You see, it's a very set play heavy character this Bugs Bunny is, like every other player who plays him. But not giving him the chance to set up is just the name of the game, and BrianYi is doing that quite well.
BrianYi was fiending for that knee dropping off the side stage there, but Sora recovered high, so I'm curious to see if BrianYi downloads that data for future recovery attempts. Riding back on the rock to get back to safety, but still, triple digits already here for Sora. A bit of a dangerous endeavor. Does get a bit more damage on top, but dodging it up, that BrianYi trying to find that fatal finish.
I love how he also tries to challenge safe as fast as possible, though, right? Because challenging the hitbox, because it's active very fast, but not as fast as Rocket, not as fast as the firework. And when he does that, he won't have the chance to like bring him out and shuts down the cooldown as fast as he can. Oh, what a parry! Dead. And when he does that, then it just makes it easier for dealing with Rocket because all he has to do is dodge it. Challenging Rocket is something you don't do. There we go. No more safe for you. The second chance doesn't work, and the parry. BrianYi is just exposing him so far, not giving him a chance to breathe, just the way you're supposed to fight bugs.
Sora's got to be just one step less predictable, always going for the first punish rather than knowing that there's a punish window, waiting for BrianYi to try that parry, which does seem to be the case, and then acting accordingly. Nonetheless, a Rocket will find the final hit they need. Now it's 1-1, but already a lot of extra credit being built up, and it's not stopping yet.
Seems like the boy BrianYi is playing a bit angry even with this lead. It happens to all of us. He's just trying to explode this Bugs Bunny as fast as he can. And the pies are being thrown up. They're just going at weird angles, looking like a Marvin the Martian so early. And I like how he... Oh, no. That he can't be doing. Whenever you should be expecting a Rocket, he should be playing around it. I love him being aggressive. Yes, rush him, unga bunga, hoo hoo hoo. But then when he does that, that Rocket has such high kill potential, and it can send him out the top blast zone very early. What a parry, what a dodge. The safe needs to be shut down. It doesn't. Maybe from the top rope. And the other up special is going to clean up the job. Thanks for the hit stun, buddy. BrianYi on game point.
That entire interaction is all credit to Sora, just charging that forward tilt a bit too long. I respect it. You feel good. You made a good read. Now, don't let it go to waste. You just got to take the damage where it might lie. Because now we got BrianYi and Raid on instinct, dead. 2-2, all even.
Yeah, glorious DI if it even exists in this game. Off the top, and he had enough time to charge up, and he was probably looking for an early 0 to death if he could land it on bugs. Because the faster you deal with the bugs, the better. You do not want to deal with those projectiles for a long period of time, and it's working out. I expect a late parry into a jab up B kill confirm like he always does, because that uppercut is strong. And that's what's gotten him the past 2 stocks. Bugs Bunny is doing nothing but gimmicks off the top. Oh, he expected a neutral read. I like that. Even with how aggressive he's playing, he shows how balanced and how composed he can be, and allowing the Bugs to make his own mistakes so that he can shut him down with every knee and up B that he can, and taking the game. Easy.
BrianYi makes very decisive reads, like you said, but just never seems to get punished for them. It's always safe. That attempt on the up special there in the air, okay, Sora doesn't go into it. That's fine. I'm still going to land safely at a disadvantage. It's not really a big issue. That first attempt, that drop down knee off the left side of the stage, it's fine. I know I'm going to get back to stage safely. I think Sora's just got to do a bit better of a job of calling out BrianYi's callouts, because clearly he's not going to stop until you make him reconsider.
That's actually really important too. Like having the projectiles on screen and making somebody afraid that they exist is just as important. This is his first game. BrianYi's got 2 more to go, and Sora has 3 to rethink his strategy. A good strategy to think of if you're playing bugs is playing around the fact that whenever you have a projectile or a safe or the rocket out on screen, just know that whenever BrianYi goes in to kill the safe, maybe it's a good time to throw out a down there. Maybe it's a good time to read that he's going to try and kill the safe, and if he dodges out, you could punish that attempt left or right too. Because knowing that he's trying to make a sword explode as fast as possible could also be a strength.
Hmm.
Because you could just outplay him and outread him. And it's like a teleports behind you type meme. And already, when you thought that he was already trying to throw out the safe with the side air, Bugs isn't even there, and Sora's just bonking him with the down air. It's an up air kill confirm. Sora's not too read heavy. He just expects the projectiles to do the job for him, which is okay. All Bugs do that. It's the tail of the tape whenever you play a character this strong. But
And you.
maybe if he switched the stage and had more space to play with as well,
Mhm.
along with playing a trap heavy, read heavy type game, he could survive BrianYi a lot more.
And you pointed out the fact that when he was playing well on those projectiles, BrianYi, despite being ahead, kind of did start to play a bit on tilt, rushing a bit maybe too recklessly for his own good. Bring that back,
Yeah.
man. It might not be, like you said, the most honest, the most honorable way to combat your opponent, but you're playing Bugs, man. You were prepared to go into things fighting a little bit dirty. So, yeah, throw out those pies. Drop those saves. That's what you're made to do.
You're about to have a bad hit.
You realize better than anyone. Rush down Unga Bunga's working out too much. The same start as last time. Dodge in and start swinging. I don't think he's ever going to let that out because I don't ever think it's going to fail him. And if it does, he's still going to do it. Throw Sanders down. He's playing a lot read heavy in this early game. Nothing of rushing in and expecting him to stay still, which is good enough. Switching out his strategy back and forth. He is not predictable by any stretch of the imagination. BrianYi is just staying on his toes.
Ooh, unfortunately
no.
now, staying off the ground there, good up bat, and add a bit more damage. BrianYi not trying to get too frisky when the safe is being planted. Tries to go aggressive, but this time punished accordingly for it. Now the up special can add on just a bit more damage. Neutral charge attack, gonna
Combo.
get punished now, and here's BrianYi's damage for themselves. Side special, gonna further carry him off. Can't quite chase him with that up there though.
With the Shaggy BNB, everybody should learn the dodge into, well, from the down tilt into a full combo off the top as well. Normally that would have killed very, very early from people who don't have as strong DI. If that existed in this game. And it's very annoying how active Bugs' neutral air is whenever he's just swinging on the center of the stage. He didn't throw it out in the early game, in that last game as much. It's good to see Sora is just remembering that he has other buttons at his disposal. But the projectiles and the evasive actions are working out very well for him. And it's just paying off so well.
Again, it's gonna just start to frustrate him. Look at that. Pi hits you from the right, I try to hit you from the left. Maybe not successfully, but still the idea is there, and I respect that at the very least. BrianYi slowing down the game's pace a little bit. Going for small combos, not quite as much these dedicated forward airs that we're so used to seeing. A lot of evasion here. Both teams trying to feel each other out. Safe gonna feel a bit rough against the Chief.
That boy Brian's trying to sandwich him without a sandwich in his hand. Just going left and right up the Bugs, parrying him at every turn and playing around the firework just to make him think he might run into it. But when he does, he's killing him where he knows he's gonna be. What a clutch dodge. Will he get the second one? Not quite. But he does get the spike follow-up. He's everywhere. Everything all at once. He just knows where you're gonna be before you know where you're gonna be. That boy's schmoving on that stage.
Oscar-winning performance here so far from BrianYi. As they're now looking to try to finish the job here with some well-readed forwarders. Look at that!
To filth.
Red and
To filth.
close the book. Beautiful job there by BrianYi.
Somebody take his control away. Actually, somebody check it. This boy is a little
Come
too
on,
strong.
man.
How did he know exactly where he's going to be with the end dodge? That is nothing but battle experience. Look who's on match point with that same battle experience as well. Knowing that he's going to dodge in like the Batman, but unlike the Batman who decided to go in deep, right? He's going to go for a short dodge. Maybe if I just stay up, jumps a little bit, and smacks him with that side air. The exact same way he did to Jim Jam. He does the exact same thing to Sora with a little tweak to it. This boy has flowcharts on flowcharts.
That was gross. That was gross, but it's what we expect from BrianYi. It's read heavy. It's call you out to your face and tell you that your mama's so fat because she sits around the house when she's around the house. It's disrespectful downright, but it's effective. This dude knows what he's doing. He knows what you're doing. He knows what you're about to eat for breakfast next week, and he will let you know. And if you can't adjust to that, you're gonna get stomped. BrianYi just further cementing why they are a top threat in this bracket.
Yeah, his Shaggy cold. His Shaggy a bit too cold. Like
Like the skin, bro.
me personally,
That's why he's shivering.
that boy jittering on that stage. I don't know why. When hey. He's running hot on this tournament bracket. Me personally, I'm not really a fan of the Shaggies. Sometimes I do think they're scrubby, but this what I'm seeing right here is good Shaggy play. He's doing things that I don't see every other wannabe top 100, top Grandmaster type Shaggy would be claiming to do. Because for starters, he abandoned Sandwich altogether. Outboxing someone with Shaggy is a flex.
I'll beat you.
It's impressive.
Game 3.
There's no way around it. Game 3. Let's see what you can do off the back of that. This time it starts a bit different, a bit less aggression from BrianYi. BrianYi's trying to let Sora breathe a little bit, trying to let him stew in the, the anger of his own making. Now going back in those side special, but not again!
Disgusting.
BrianYi, cinema for first stop.
Buddy, you are not testing the best Shaggy. Is there anybody who do it better than him? He is just knowing exactly where he's gonna be. I will say this forever because he's running him twice with the parries. Is he gonna kill him? Not quite. The follow-up? Nearly. And the smash off the neutral.
No!
You got the edge guard. Make a meal out of this, buddy. You got this. The up special is gonna land, but he's just trying to read everybody.
Holy, I
Nah, buddy's fighting rabbit.
BrianYi's
Oh, you saw the
actually
neutral.
insane.
That was disgusting. The neutral air dodge just to avoid the rocket. I don't know what kind he's on, but he's on one right now. Match point. Bro hit the double stock. Off the top.
Oh no! Don't let him do it to you! The down air finds his split! Up that finally!
There we
Only
go,
needs
there
to
we
without
go, there we go.
pressure. Gotta give him one. BrianYi now gonna come back with aggression. Comes back with a forward air.
Finish off?
Doesn't find the read. It's a good dodge, but doesn't quite find the parry they're looking for. And now Sora, terrified, stuck in one spot, looking like a deer in headlights.
And I was going to say it was probably going to be a bad thing that Sora brought him back to Trophy's Edge, and you're seeing it right now. The Sanders follow-up, not doing a side air because they expected him to swing on the come-up. This boy knows exactly what he's going to do.
He's in burnout.
And it just feels like he has to be a lot more patient. He has to be a lot more calm, but it's not working out. He's just panicking against this man, BrianYi. He's like, maybe one of my swings will work. Nothing is working out. 135%. Any touch will kill at this point. The dash attack. Will he land after this one? Oh, he tried to read of his own. BrianYi didn't even swing at the spin. Lucas pulling up with the reads. Sora is fighting for his life at this point in time.
Rat in a trap,
What?
rat in a trap. BrianYi's clip farming though. Might need to finally
And it's
take
over.
it seriously. Takes him down. You can see that BrianYi, look at that, you are disgusting with the team bag at the end, but BrianYi clearly was looking for a clip there, continuously trying to fish for parries. Finally, Sora's gameplay does force him to take it a bit more seriously, because hey, Sora's a good player, just no